From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching your hometown information station, CBTV 17.
This week on Council Bluffs News, Thomas Jefferson High School debuts its Yellow Jacket branch. We take a look at one of the most haunted buildings in the Bluffs. Then, up and away, we go to the Hot Air Balloon Festival. That and more, all in this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm James Lathrop. It's a place just for women. A new health clinic opens up in the Bluffs focusing just on women's health issues. The CB ambassadors were on hand for the ribbon cutting of the Methodist Physicians Clinic's newly refurbished Women's Services Center.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
A new addition to Jenny Edmondson Hospital. Wednesday, September 5th, an open house to show off Methodist Physicians Clinic's new Women's Services Wing.
So, from the business community, we want to say thank you. The
new center brings together in one place everything needed for women to be healthy, at the same time freeing up space for the rest of the clinic.
So we have two excellent obstetricians, and Dr. Platt and Dr. Marshall. We wanted to provide them more space to expand the practice, and then also provide us an opportunity by moving them out of their current space, allow us to expand our primary care position.
The dedicated center provides more privacy for patients.
Allows us to really have a nice atmosphere for our patients. It's kind of a spa atmosphere, and as comfortable as possible and as private and confidential as possible.
With a new office comes new capabilities.
It allows more space for us to work and do more procedures here in the office. It's nice to have a private ultrasound room for patients to come and do their OB ultrasounds, and they can have their family members come and join them for that.
Keeping all these services in one place, saving everyone time and money.
This is really going to help us. It's going to provide a private, beautiful space for patients, easy access through the Jenny Hospital campus, and an easy access to other ancillary services here at the facility.
Again, those new offices are located on the Jenny Edmondson campus inside the Ridge Building, Suite 312. Financial literacy is important to everyone, but if we don't teach kids how to use money correctly early on, it could lead them down a path of financial troubles. Now, Council Bluffs School is doing something about it. It's the first of its kind in the area, a bank just for students. In an effort to teach kids about money and how to use it, the Yellow Jacket branch is open, all thanks to the TS Bank Institute.
We created this program 3 years ago, and I've spent the last 3 years trying to develop a program that would help other school districts, help teachers, administrators, and students get ramped up with financial education.
Just in time for new rules from the Iowa Department of Education.
In the state of Iowa, the Department of Education mandated financial literacy to be taught in all schools beginning July 1st of this year, at least in all schools grades 9 through 12.
The student-only bank on the campus of Thomas Jefferson High School offers students an opportunity that most of us didn't have.
The rationale behind the creation of our institute was to try to educate others so that they don't make the mistakes that we'd made in years past.
TS Institute hopes the effects of the bank ripple across the state, and students agree the branch is needed.
Teaches students how to save their money better and show them that it's an important thing and to spend it wisely.
The bank is not only for students, but it's operated by them as well.
We switch off and on every week. 2 people work the computers, and then 2 people work over there helping people, and we take turns.
All students of Thomas Jefferson get an account. What kind, though, is determined by their grade.
Freshmen, they only get savings. Juniors, sophomores, and seniors, they get checkings and savings. We just think it's a better way for students to cash their checks or if they need lunch money, just to go in and get it.
Students on staff at the bank receive a class credit for their work at the branch. If you'd like more information on the TS Bank Institute and its efforts, log on to tsbank.com. As the baby boomers are growing older, we're seeing more and more cases of dementia, the brain disease common in seniors, with symptoms leaving them suddenly unaware of their surroundings or even what day it is. Now there is a home in Council Bluffs to help patients with this crippling disease. Step inside the Hansen House off Nash Boulevard in Council Bluffs and you get the feeling that you're in a regular nursing home. But this one is different.
Hansen House is a 16-unit memory care unit for people with dementia.
Each unit has amenities of a standard assisted living facility, but these rooms are smaller.
But we do that for a reason. We want people up and out with other people or engaged in some activity rather than just lying in their bedroom.
Daily activities will keep the brain busy, loosening the grip of dementia. Hansen House has other methods as well.
And outside of each apartment, we have a memory box so that those people with a severe dementia could look at something and recognize, oh, that's my family in the picture there, or that's mine, I used to do that. So it sort of guides them, helps them feel connected to where they're at.
All patients will be given a watch, but not just any watch.
It not only functions as a watch, but it also alerts staff when they need help. Or if, like in the heat today, if someone were sitting outside and getting overheated, it would send a message to the staff that they needed to check on that person.
The reason for a watch over a regular bracelet?
People can look at a watch and know that belongs there even though it's not theirs, so they're less apt to try to take it off or things like that.
The kitchen is different as well. Most are a separate room that the residents never see. This one is connected to the dining area.
We wanted our residents who are capable of being involved in meal preparation to be able to do that. That's why we have it open.
So the Hansen House is on the right path, but the situation is growing.
It's a problem everywhere, and we're just a small attempt. I mean, you could probably build 10 of these and fill them.
The Hansen House is located at 2231 Nash Boulevard. If you're interested in their services, call 712-242-5734. Looking to adopt a pet but don't know where to start? Well, you can start right here in the Bluffs. Now we go to Pets of the Week with Mary Jones.
Hi, welcome to the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter. I'm Mary Jones, founder and president of Solus, support a local animal shelter, and this is Aberdeen. Aberdeen is a 3-year-old beagle who was actually found wandering around at Walmart. I don't know, maybe she was with her family and got lost or whatever, but nobody has come to claim her. If you're interested in this adorable beagle named Aberdeen, her file number is 1015. Check out the ears on this puppy. She can hear everything that's going on, and my goodness, what a cool little girl she is. This is Jana. She is a rat terrier and terrier mix, and she is just as cute as she could be. She's only 14 months old, so she's still truly a baby, but oh, what a nice little dog she would be for someone who's looking for somebody just to kind of be by their side all the time or hang out with them on their lap. Jana, file number 1002. Oreos used to be strictly chocolate and white, but now they're vanilla and white. And that's how this little girl got her name. This is Oreo. She's 9 months old. She was found wandering around in this 800 block of Avenue A. She's just as cute as she can be. She's a very, very nice kitty. Oh. Now she really has her motor going. She's meowing and purring at the same time. What a talented cat. If you're interested in this darling little Oreo cat, her file number is 969. Hopkins is one of those cats that I consider a cow cat. Look at the markings. He looks like one of the cows that are out in the field grazing. Basic black and white. He is just as cute as he can be. He's only 3 months old. He's a real love. He likes to lay on his back. Well, I thought he liked to lay on his back. He did the other day. Now he said, no, I want to sit up and see what's going on in the world. He's a little domestic short hair, and like I said, just as cute as he can be. Hopkins, file number 931.
If you're interested in adopting one of the animals featured in this week's Pets of the Week, or you'd like to see what else is in store at the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter, just give them a call at 712-328-4656. Coming up after the break, we have the details on what's coming up this week in Council Bluffs. Then things get messy at Mount Crescent's Mudzilla Run. And after that, we head over to the Hitchcock Nature Center for business with butterflies.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
Johannes, Franz!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblums, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you.
Bobby? Susie?
Don't worry, that's just the power of the arts!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Yes, ready.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
Welcome back, and here's what's coming up this week in Council Bluffs. Music in the Park is back Wednesday, September 12th. The E String Band will take over Bayless Park at 6:30. They're actually making up a rain date, believe it or not. Bring the lawn chairs, blankets, even the kids. This is a family event. For more information on the free concert, go to bluffsarts.org. Thursday, September 13th is the Main Street Farmers Market. Come down to the corner of 9th Avenue and Main Street in Council Bluffs for fresh fruits, veggies, and other homemade goodies. The market runs from 5 to 8 p.m. Saturday, September 15th is the Griffles Biomat USA Health and Wellness Day. It all takes place at the Griffles Biomat parking lot, 617 Minster Street in Council Bluffs. The free event is designed to provide you and your family with the tools to stay healthy. The event runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Also on Saturday is the benefit for the Bronze Eagle Project. Come to the American Legion Post 2 in Council Bluffs from 5 to 2 p.m. for fun, food, live music, and a car show. Dinner is $5, and they'll be asking for a $5 donation for the project as well. American Legion Post 2 is located at 716 South 4th Street here in Council Bluffs. On September 16th at the Hitchcock Nature Center in Honey Creek, Iowa, the Kinder Nature Series continues with monarchs and milkweed. The program is for 3 to 5-year-olds and costs $4 per child. The fun starts at 1:30 p.m. For more information, call 712-545-3238. On a normal day at Mount Crescent, thrill seekers would be flying down the hill chopping up some fresh powder, but this is summer and obviously there is no snow. So something a little different was going down the slopes. We go to Iowa Spirit for more.
First annual out here. The run is actually, we're doing a drive for the open door mission. Really neat. We're having all participants come out today and bring, clothes, shoes, hats, anything that they don't need that some of these less fortunate families can utilize for this upcoming winter. Course is roughly a 5K. There's some back trails. We've utilized a lot of our obstacles as being natural instead of man-made. So between the hills, ropes, even the ski lift transporting people to the starting line, we try to utilize as much as the natural, as much as we have on this property as possible.
Kind of got talked into it from a friend, and it was a good experience, and it gives you a reason to train to do something.
It's just a lot of uphill, so we just kept thinking we were going to be done and there was another hill. But other than that, it was a lot of fun. the obstacles weren't near as hard as I thought they were going to be.
It was probably one of the most difficult I've took so far. I did the Warrior Dash, I did the 5K run the hard way, but a lot of hills, but really interesting.
Monarch butterflies have to be one of the most intriguing species of butterflies out there. With their unusual lifestyle of metamorphosis and migration, they're always being studied for science. That's why the Hitchcock Nature Center is tagging and documenting these beautiful creatures.
It is our annual Monarch program event, and it's where we get to help folks that come out and learn how to tag monarchs. We do an inside session for just about 20 minutes. We go over the biology, the metamorphosis, and the migration, and then we demonstrate outside how to tag a monarch, and we release it, tell it adios for its trip down to Mexico.
1, 2, 3. Adios! Oh, it loves you!
And then people can borrow our nets, go out on the trails, and hopefully find some wild monarchs that we can help them tag and release.
Fortunate to have beautiful weather, and unfortunate for the fact that we're not tagging a lot. Last year it seemed it was one of those years that every monarch in the area happened to be passing through here, and we tagged over 220 some monarchs. So this year this session here that we've got, this first one this morning, we've tagged 8 altogether with our group, and hopefully we'll get more as the day goes on and it gets warmer.
It brings out people of all ages. There's something about butterflies that's just kind of magical, the mystery of their metamorphosis. They say that it's like taking a mouse and turning it into a hummingbird, the way a butterfly changes from a caterpillar into the monarch adult. So you see a lot of smiles and a lot of happy people running around with nets in their hand, and it's a good time.
3.
Adios!
There we go.
Oh, there we go. All right. Very good.
There's always fun stuff happening at the Hitchcock Nature Center, and if you'd like more information on what's going on there or any other Potawatomi County park, check out potcoconservation.com. Coming up after the break, Reader Beat reporter Marie Zeitner fills us in on what's going on the campus of Iowa Western. Plus, we take an eerie look at the Squirrel Cage Jail. And then it's Sky or Bust at the Hot Air Balloon Festival.
Mom!
What?
You can't find Ichabod.
What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
All eyes will be on Iowa as the country votes for a new president this November. Iowa Western is getting students involved in registering to vote. It's a way of making sure every student is able to exercise their right to vote. For many, it's their first time. The campaign trail is leading to Iowa more often this presidential election. President Barack Obama making numerous stops in Council Bluffs already this year, trying to get re-elected. At Iowa Western, administrators are making it easy for students to register so they can vote.
Basically, Iowa Western feels that as an institution that each of our students should exercise their right to vote if they choose to. So we set up the voter registration drive to basically bring that process to them.
I talked with students about whether or not they'll vote this November.
Yes, I am.
I am going to vote this November.
Yes, I was hoping to.
I am.
Yes, I am. We'll be voting in November.
Students not from Iowa can still register to vote as long as they live on campus. This is the registration form students need to fill out in order to be able to vote in Iowa this November. You can find this form on the second floor of the Student Center. Even though most students are already registered, it's good to know about the registration drive here on campus.
Yes, I did know about the registration vote on campus.
As for the presidential nominees, the opinions are varied.
Obama is trying the best he can, what he can do.
I like his views better about the government, and Obama hasn't really done anything for the country besides tax more money and spend a lot more money.
It looks like Iowa Western students are prepared to vote for the November election. I checked with the Iowa Secretary of State and found there are already more people registered to vote this year than in the 2008 presidential election. Here are some other things happening on the Reaver Beat this week. Thursday is the Student Development Hour in Canesville Arena. State lawmakers will visit Iowa Western for the Legislative Forum. If you miss it, look for it on CBTV 17. Also on Saturday, be sure to put on your Reaver gear and cheer on the Iowa Western football team for our first home game of the season. The top 10 Reavers take on College of DuPage at 1 o'clock. It's also Band Day, featuring the Iowa Western Marching Band. The Iowa Western wrestling and softball programs want your help, so get your running shoes ready. Sign up for a fun and unique 5K in October. It's around Halloween time, so zombies will try to grab your bib number while racing to the finish line. To sign up, go to www.therunningdead5k.com. Or for more information on any of these stories, go to the Reaver Beat Facebook page and don't forget to like it while you are there. Also, if you have any ideas for the Reaver Beat, post it on the Reaver Beat page. For CBTV 17 Reaver Beat, I'm Marie Zeitner. See you on campus.
Thanks, Marie. For 75 years, the Squirrel Cage Jail has housed Council Bluffs' roughest and toughest. Still, today, it stands as a reminder as what once was in criminal containment.
Squirrel Cage Jail was built in 1885. It had a cost of $28,200, which today is about $4 million. And the two gentlemen that came up with the architectural plans for the building sold it to the city really cheap. Great idea. The warden can take care of all the prisoners pretty much by himself, since it all rotates around through here. Where the two guys made their money off of was they owned the steel company that made the bars. The bars in here will not only withstand the most angry man, but an elephant, so it's 3 times as thick as it needed to be. It was built to be escape-proof. The building, during the daylight hours, the men would be out of their cells and into the open area, and as the sun went down, they'd be back in their cells. There was a water motor that would keep it spinning overnight that we burned out within the first 2 years because they didn't balance the weight. But the idea behind the spinning motion would be that they would never stand still long enough to file their way out. That was solved by the toilets in the back. We had one prisoner who on 2 occasions peeled the whole toilet unit out and crawled out through the sewage. So it was not escape-proof. In fact, there was several escapes. The jail's been here, like I said, since 1885, so it has a wonderful history of convicted murders coming through here to just your general hobos and everything. It happens to be one of Council Bluffs' most haunted buildings. And we get paranormal groups in here quite regularly on Saturday nights to investigate it with full body apparitions, voices, EVPs, physical contact, all different experiences. Council Bluffs, with its rich railroading history, quite a few of the guys that stayed for a week or for 3 months were usually railroaders, since that is what Council Bluffs was made out of. So a lot of your history from around here, you will find, you know, people's grandparents, parents talk to people at church. They've served time in here. Their parents have served time in here. There is wonderful history etched into the walls and onto the ceilings in here. I don't know how you could manage to etch out some of the drawings with a broken spoon, but they managed to do it. This building shows a time in history. You walk back in 100 and some years ago into here and you look at it as how in the world could we treat people this way? And for the time, this was a state-of-the-art establishment. And then you start thinking about all the amenities that they have now, and you can see how far we've come, not only as Council Bluffs, but the whole United States in general. But you can walk through here and see writing back. The last time it was painted was in the 1960s, yet some of the older stuff is coming through.
For more info on the jail or to take a tour, just call 712-323-2509. The hot air balloon is the oldest known method of flight. It may not be fast-paced or high-flying, but enthusiasts say the moments they spend in the gondola are simply surreal. Iowa Spirit's Daniel Johnson takes us to the Fields of Flight Hot Air Balloon Festival.
So we go out into the countryside, have a pretty good direction of what the winds are doing aloft, and we work to fly to targets. The targets are a big X with 25-foot legs, and we throw baggies at these targets in an attempt to be as close to that and then score, get points. And of course that adds up for the Balloon Federation pilots as well as just the event. So they've got first place. So there's competition involved here.
The 5th annual Fields of Flight Balloon Rally is something that we've been working on now for a few years. What we do is we've actually set up a nonprofit corporation, which is Fields of Flight. And after we pay the expenses, we use the net proceeds to buy food to donate to the Micah House. It's really a nice thing.
What's it like piloting a balloon? That's a great question. It is one of the most surreal feelings you'll ever have. You are on a platform that is suspended in the air and you have no sense that you're moving. It's like the world just drops away from you and you're just watching it move below you.
It's an absolutely tremendous event for families. We just charge $5 to park, and of course that money goes into the nonprofit. Charge $1 to get in, that goes into the nonprofit. So for $10, a family of 5 can come out, have a tractor-pulled ride. They can listen to live music, watch the balloons take off, and then watch the balloons glow. And then of course the money that's left over, we go to buy food for needy families.
Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, you can email us at cbtv@iwcc.edu, call us at 712-325-3312, or send us a message on Facebook. You can find us at facebook.com/cbtv17. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm James Lathrop. Make it a great day.